We have the lease liability. Lease liability, we have long-term liability and short-term liability. So how much the short-term liability in in 2000 in January, the short-term liability, the long-term liability would be from here, this long-term liability carried forward, and this is short-term liability. So in 2017, the January 2017, it's we are in the year of 2017. So the amount that we are going to pay next year 2018 would be the short-term liability, and the remaining amount would be the long-term liability. So the short-term liability, here we do have these amounts. In 2018, we do have the short-term liability. Let's start by short-term liability equal to and the short-term and the long-term liability would be equal. As long as we are in 2018, the next year, the remaining amounts, this liability, long-term liability, long-term liability for the 2018 would be this amount. So in 2019, we do have the long-term liability. We are in 2019, means year 2018. Our long-term liability would be this amount, and our short-term liability would be this amount. So if we sort out, equal some aggregate of this amount, so we can make control this total. Control equal this amount. Why this is false? The same amount. I don't think they have something false. You can make the so equal this amount minus this amount 0. From the decimals, I think this. So let us see the impact of the IFRS application in the we can call the extract